Hi, it's me, Gary Kirk. I should inform you that I do not capitalise random words, plus my friends are not fictional, I just don't have any. Of course I do really, although my best friends in the whole world happen to be my mobile telephone device, my personal handheld computer, and my blue briefcase. Apart from those items, I commonly attire myself in a suit and tie, complete with my long flasher coat, you know, the kind you wear nothing underneath of, then you reveal yourself quickly and subtly. Not that I have tried that. About me, I am a simple computer technician at CGSB Enterprises, Britannia's biggest corporation. We sell some sort of computerized device and pull in billions of pounds each year. I am naked now as I am just climbing out of the shower. I'm hungry. I think I'll have a sandwich. I once had an incident involving a sandwich, whereupon I consumed it. Now where was I? Oh yes, I once saw a man that looked like Action Man. As I turned on my computer that Monday morning, my mind was on my weekend. I had an instant messenger conversation with my beloved. Oh, how I wish to tell her I'd be right back just one more time. I logged into my CGSB Enterprises account. It informed me I needed a new password for new security measures. I knew what it would be. Oh, my love, how I wish to laugh out loud at your witty repartee just one more time. I dared to read one of her texts, scrumptiously counting the number of kisses. There were 2. Simon Frank Charles Segoura entered my abode. "What are you doing, Gerald?" he asked of me as I hastily turned off my mobile device and returned to my screen. "Nothing, what are you doing?" I cried, removing from my bag an Actimel drink and consuming it foolhardily. "I," he stated dramatically, "am leaving this company at the end of the week." I was shocked, but slightly restless due to the textual message still buzzing in my brain. "Why?" I asked, as my much-beloved moonwalked across my mind. "I couldn't see," he said. "Surely you just said something," I pondered, caressing in my mind the matter of the unforeseen demise of Simon Frank Charles Segoura. "Get out," he requested. As I went to get another refreshing beverage, I passed by Clifford Delancey. Clifford is a colleague. We shall not discuss him here. I reached and then breached the office of my fellow workers and associates, whom I may be so bold to call friends. They prefer to call me an idiot, but I know they love me really. "Good morning, Gerald," called out Leonardo Mace from his desk as I leered through the windows. Roberto Paterson was preening his hair in the mirror admirably, while Nicholas Watson was uploading images of his trip to the Gambia. I mumbled sweet nothings into his ear. "You did what?" he shouted as I giggled. "What did he say?" asked Roberto, adjusting his luscious locks of swarthy hair. "He says he wants someone's baby," admitted Nicholas, much to my embarrassment. "How is a woman?" Leonardo interrupted coyly. I blushed. How could I reveal that my sweet, my beloved, my darling had never met me in person? I sighed inside, but on the outside gave a crafty wink and a slight pelvic thrust. Soon I would find my true love, for now I was a butterfly, cocooned and unreleased. Nicholas swatted at me with a photo of him diving in the Great Barrier Reef. I was stopped at a barrier once and escorted from the premises, but now the eternal butterfly of friendship was in my heart, as I gazed lovingly at my chums, except Nicholas, whom I tried to push in front of a lorry the other day. "Meeting at 10, reminded Leonardo. I had no work to do until then, so I just watched British Asian comedy. Time ticked away as we deliriously pondered what surprises the meeting had in store. "Perhaps they will allow the Count and his men to star in a feature-length film," commented Roberto, gazing at a framed photo of Nathan Page. "Perhaps they'll fire us all," worried Nicholas. I giggled and was stared at. "Sorry, I watched The Apprentice last night." "You're fired," I informed a wall. I was stared at once more. I once attended Peter's Dry Cleaners, where I took several enlightening photographic images of ceilings, floors, walls, and Uncle Dim. As we set off down the corridors of the central building complex that housed a 1,000-seater hall, I tasted a scone that I had made the previous evening. It tasted succulent and sweet, although it remained slightly dry, and to make it less dreary, I noted in future that it may require some gorgeous jam, possibly raspberry but likely strawberry. I wrote it down in my notebook underneath "Lenny Henry is black." "What are you doing?" asked Nicholas, and I informed him. "Lenny Henry is black?" he cried. I dropped the remaining quarter of my scone on the floor. Behind us, Simon Charles Frank Segoura trod on it. I giggled feverishly. We seated ourselves round the middle of the conference hall. I informed Leonardo loudly that the man in front of me had had sexual relations with a squid. I then informed Roberto that this was like the millionaire studio, which I was soon to visit. and told him about the intricate design on the answer panels. I then added sexual connotations of the story to see if they were listening. "You're a naked where?" asked Clive Ratcliffe from my other side. Clive Ratcliffe, along with Randy Tuffield and Christian Melvin Hometree, worked in a rival office to my friends. They were rivals in every sense of the word. My friends were better in every way, but that did not stop them getting about half the wages of the Tufts crew. They were not very friendly to me. I informed Clive about Chris Tarrant's hairpiece, but he was soon bored, and I continued talking to the Squid Boy until he too told me to go away, so I busied myself in another scone. "My friends don't look like Action Man," I informed Nicholas, but he was not paying attention. Onto the stage walked our own CO, an impressively overpoweringly fat man, Gregory Weston. To be honest, his voice was fat and boring. I doodled a picture of the Millionaire Studio underneath Lenny Henry is Black and makes scones with jam. "What are you doing?" whispered Leonardo. He explained that the CEO had announced there would be a new manager, but I cared not. Anyway, this explanation did not contain enough mention of game shows to keep me interested, so I looked up at the stage. I was just in time to see the plump Randy Tuffield walk on stage. "Welcome to Weight Watchers!" I shouted gleefully. So that was my life, carefree and magical. But now I must elude my dark secret. By day I'm a simple technician at CGSB Enterprises. By night I'm a dancing queen. A secret agent of the Xinki Media Foundation. And this very day, after many hearty handshakes with Randy Tuffield, the working day was over and my working night began. And I was informed what I should do by a vocal message on my telephonic device. It was from Sir Charles Matthews. "Dear Gerald," he said, "there is much activity. You must meet me tomorrow evening. For tonight you have an assignment. That little twit, eccentric Richard, has finally been banned from our systems. He plans act of mindless vandalism as a pathetic revenge. He must be apprehended. You will meet your team at 7:30 p.m. Oh, and that American buffoon Eddie has also been ousted, and trust me, he has not the wit nor the will to do anything further. He can take his ex-you-know-what and never return."